Sometimes when people talk about starting with business credit, like getting started with business credit, people think you have to wait 1 year or 2 years to properly register, like properly get your stuff together. That's not true. Having said that, don't listen to people telling you you can have business credit in 30 days. Those might sound good on YouTube and whatnot, but that's not true either. You're not going to establish business credit in 30 days. It doesn't work that way, boss. So here are the steps I want you to follow. If you're trying to quickly get started with your business credit, there are a lot of things you need to do. And here I'm giving you a formula for success, a real formula, a proven formula that we have actually researched and confirmed in the last 35 to 40 years. First, you want to register your business. Okay, so it's really important to understand that if you want to quickly get started with business credit, you got to register your business. And I'm not just talking about contacting your state to actually file your articles of organization or articles of incorporation, but you have to also have something that's very important. You got to have your operating bylaws. You got to have your certificate of good standing. See, the thing is that if you haven't been in business for a while or you just started anyway, your state authorities will deliver to you there's a piece of paperwork that says you are in good shape compliance wise. Okay, it's called a certificate of good standing. You got to have that because the thing is, you will see later on when you contact net 30 vendors or you contact, let's say, banks to get a loan, to get a business loan or other stuff. They will ask you for that information. So this is really important, okay? And it's also important to understand that when you register your business, you are basically trying to divorce your personal affairs from your business affairs, which you should do anyway. Okay, so you also have to think about the right structure though. Are you an LLC? Are you an LLP? Are you a C corporation? Are you an S corporation? Those are really important when it comes to the legal aspect of things and trying to create, okay, a system whereby you're preserving your personal assets. Now, the second thing you need to do here is to get an EIN and DUNS number. Those are really important elements. By the way, welcome back to the show, boss. I really appreciate having you here. So, after registering your business, get your EIN. Okay, get your EIN. It doesn't take long. You go to the IRS website. They'll do it for you. 10 minutes maximum. Get your DUNS number. DUNS number, that's just like a number that you get on DNB, Dun& and Bradstreet website. It's really fast also. It's free, but you got to have that, okay, because your payday score, which is quite essential when it comes to credit score, your payday score will be structured around your DUNS number. So this is really important. The third thing I want you to do if you're trying to quickly get started with business credit, by the way, this is today's topic, okay? I'm explaining to you how to quickly get started with business credit. The third thing I want you to do right now is to open business bank accounts. See, the whole thing here is that when we talk about opening business checking accounts, business bank account, I'm not asking you to go to any bank. I want you to start at the bank where you currently have a personal relationship. Oh yeah, it's just a lot better to concentrate all your banking needs with one or two institutions. Okay, usually we don't tell our clients to actually spread all their banking eggs in different baskets. No, okay, you just want to have one or two or three solid banks. I mean, ideally you want to have two banks and one credit union so you can actually diversify a little bit, okay? And you can have like a big national bank such as Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, or Citibank. You can have that as a national bank. So you have one national bank and one local bank. That way you can actually again spread all your risk. You never know. So once you have business bank accounts, try to apply for business financing. So you apply for business financing at the same bank that where you have a relationship. So after opening a checking account, then try to apply for business financing. Okay, it can be business credit card. That's the easiest to apply for. And but one thing I want to make sure that I want to remind you, make sure that you ask the bank if first of all if they report your your activity to the credit bureaus, and if they don't, what can you do so that they can report that activity? Some banks will do this systematically. Some banks don't. You got to ask them. If you ask them, they'll do it for you. They will do it for you because all big banks, all national banks or regional banks or local banks, they have the back office structure to actually report transactional data. They have to, because it's part of something called risk management. So they have to. Okay, so it's important to have that, and so you have to think. Please make sure that they report to Dun& and Bradstreet, Equifax, Experian. In some cases, they might report to SBFA, so that's also good. SBFE rather, SBFE, Small Business Financial Exchange. Okay, so it's really really important. The bottom line is you need to have that strategy in place. The thing is that you also have to think about establishing net 30 vendor accounts. Okay. By the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. What are we talking about? We're talking about how to quickly get started with business credit. Okay. Now, there's one thing that's really important is that when we talk about establishing net 30 vendor accounts, don't you just go and talk to any vendor. You have a lot of vendors out there who will be suitable for your business. But the thing is, you got to ask yourself, okay, what do I need? What are my business needs? What do I need to buy? Okay, because the thing is, you might be desperate to quickly establish business credit and pay for services you don't need, or like reach out to net 30 vendors whose items you barely use in your business. So it's important. That's what we call operational suitability. In other words, the kind of items you want to buy, the kind of net 30 vendor that you reach out to, they must have items that you want to buy, right? So if you reach out, for example, to Granger or to Uline or to Quill, make sure they have stuff that you really need, okay? And so establishing net 30 vendor accounts, we have covered this on other shows. It's very easy. It's not complicated. Some vendors ask you to pay for it, but Granger or Uline and Quill, the top ones, they don't ask you anything. They just want you to apply and get approved. And you get approved with credit limits like initially. And what they do is they review your accounts occasionally to actually bump it up. So to bump up your credit limits. So they might start you at 1,000, for example, and then over time they can actually raise you to 10,000 or 20,000, depending on your purchasing trends and volumes and the repayment history. Okay, and also try to apply for in-store business credit cards. Those are a lot easier also to apply for. Okay, and there is a formula for this, and we have covered this on other shows. But if you have other questions, let us know. We'll certainly let you know how to do it. Okay, and we'll point you to that video. And you can also try to apply for a business loan. Again, if we go back to the origins, what I said before, you want to apply for a business loan at the very bank or credit union where you have a bank account. Okay, so this is really important. And if you want to quickly get started with business credit, you want to constantly ask for higher net 30 credit lines. The thing is, once you establish net 30 vendor accounts, you want to constantly ask them for higher credit lines. Okay, but again, this depends on your payment history and other financial information about your business. One thing else I really want to say, and this is going to help you a lot when you are trying to get started with business credit, is to practice financial responsibility. See, the whole thing here is that, you need a line of credit. You do everything. You reach out to the right lender and whatnot. This is cool. Okay. But my question to you is, do you have a system in place where you are practicing financial responsibility? There has to be some kind of routine, okay? We're not talking about just doing a one-time thing. No, this doesn't work. What works is that you actually have a situation where you are constantly making your payments on time and in full. Okay, you're keeping your credit utilization low. This is really important, so that over time you're actually showing the lender, the listen, or the net 30 vendor, that you are running a good ship. You a good ship. You know exactly where you're going. Okay, you want to separate your business and personal finances, and you want to use a variety of credit sources. For example, a loan, a business credit card, a business line of credit. Okay, equipment financing. So don't rely on only one credit source. Okay, and you want to maintain and expand your business credit. So the thing is that it's not about just having a diverse catalog of business credit. It's about maintaining them and expanding them over time. By expansion, I mean you want to increase the limits. Okay, and also try to get business insurance. When we talk about practicing financial responsibility, we're speaking about you having a situation where you are covering your ass too. Something happens, at least you're covered. Okay, so this is important to really think in those terms. Getting business insurance will help you because the policy will protect your assets against loss or damage, and creditors will check to see if your business is insured or not. Okay, if you are, it means less risk of your business defaulting on repaying the loan, improving your chances of getting the loan or the net 30 accounts. Okay, very important. And another thing I want to say here is that if you want to boost your chances of getting quickly started with business credit, and this has nothing to do with finances, but it's really important. You want to create social media accounts. I mean, nowadays you'll be surprised how many vendors or creditors go and check you out. Like they'll check your business out to see if it's real, if it's legit. If you have a social media account that is active, where you post, where you have like when you have a daily post or weekly post, the lender can see, okay, this is a real business. This business is active. Okay. Social media is a free way to promote your business. Okay. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram are the top social media sites you should focus on. But the thing is that when you have a social media presence, you are having transparency. You are showing transparency, giving your business a voice that provides legitimacy to loan officers. Remember, loan officers are going to look at those things. It's not like an algorithm or a robot that's reviewing your application. No, that's a real person. Okay. Same thing for the net 30 vendor. They want to see some kind of transparency. And what you want to do also is that you want to pull your business credit reports after 6 months. So I'm just giving you a few tips here and there to actually boost your ability to show financial responsibility. Okay. So you have to pull your business credit reports after 6 months. It's all about, actually comparing and contrasting where you were at 6 months ago versus where you are at now so that you can see what really works, what doesn't work. I mean, it's all about constant analysis. It's all about constant analysis. But hey, listen, I'm not asking you to have analysis paralysis. No. I'm not saying you have to be a gung ho on your credit reports all the time. No, 6 months is cool. I mean, when we're talking about when we see pull your business credit reports, we are speaking about the top three: Dun and Bradstreet's, Experian Business, and Equifax Small Business. So those are the credit reports, and you want to analyze. What's really happening. Okay, what is your score? What is your payday score? Are you at 80 or 85 or below? Are you at 90? Are you kicking ass or you having your ass kicked? So you really have to think about that. Okay, and you also apply for a working capital loan with your bank or credit union, because a working capital loan is meant to help with the businesses operating expenses during times of low revenue. So this is also great when it comes to liquidity. So you want to think about that, okay? And so this is, those are really things you need to think about. Let me give you a few pro tips here. See, when we talk about how to quickly get started with business credit, you might be thinking, well, what's up with a quickly thing? What's up with speed? Why do I need to do it quickly? I mean, I could just wait my ass and just build credit over time. Yeah, you can do that too, boss. I mean, nobody's forcing you to do anything fast, but you have to understand, if you build business credit fast, you are really bettering your cash flow position. Okay, because the thing is that as a startup or established business, and the statistics are really clear, 80% of businesses fail because of cash flow shortages. Check this out, 80%. So chances are 4 out of 5 business fail because of cash flow shortages. So you might be in that situation too. You might be in that boat if you don't pay attention. Okay, so it's important to establish business credit. So this single problem of cash shortage could be easily avoided if a business were to build business credit fast and thus resolve its cash flow problems. This is not the sole reason why you should build business credit fast, but it is the most important. Okay, and here are some other benefits of building business credit fast. So you can grow your business faster. Yeah, you are in business. You're not a nonprofit. You're in business to make money and grow. Yeah, you can get faster financing. So you grow your business faster. You get faster financing. That's just fantastic. You get higher line of business credits. This is really cool. And when we talk business credit, we're talking about net 30 accounts too. You get better financing terms. So like personal credit, the better your credit score and the more credit you have, the better the interest rates and other terms. You keep business and personal finances separate. So basically, this actually protects your personal assets and credits should your business unfortunately run into problems, right? Such as legal problems, credit problems, bankruptcy problems, and whatnot. You're also able to track expenses more easily. Okay, so having a business credit card, for example, can help you monitor and track spending as well as business checking accounts does. So my point is, you really have a constellation of benefits when it comes to getting your business credit fast. And by the way, I also want to mention that tax preparation is good because things are like there are numerous tax incentives for borrowing money to grow your business. You can deduct interest for short-term loans and lines of credit. You can hand over all this information to a certified public accountant or enrolled agent, and they can easily make sense of everything, getting you the best tax breaks. Now, I want to say something last before we actually close to this conversation. The thing is, if you're trying to build business credit fast, it's always important to remember that you are having conversations with lenders. You are building a relationship. See, it's not about just building business credit. You're also building a relationship because see, you can have a you can be a repeat customer for a lender. So if you build the right relationship, you can actually apply it from the same lender. You can get multiple loans and lines of credit and business credit cards from them, or you can have it simultaneously, or you can have it consecutively. Okay, so it's really important to have this in mind. I mean, because a lot of folks, they always think about, hey, listen, if I want to build business credit, diversity is the key. Not necessarily. Diversity does not mean you need to have like 1,000 net 30 accounts or 1,000 lenders. Diversity means you're having multiple products. And you can actually have those multiple products from 2 or 3 lenders or maximum 5. But those things come after building a relationship. Okay, they come from building a relationship. So if you want to make sure that you are basically you build the right relationship with your lenders, pay all your bills early, always, because paying them on time is good, but it won't earn you an excellent business credit score rating. Just a good one, and a good one is 80. So if you pay all your bills early, you stand a chance to go to 85, 90, 95 in terms of your payday score. Okay, make sure your business is fundable. So fundability is ensuring your business can get business credit. Okay, so things like you need to be registered. You need to meet the requirements that the lender is asking for. You want to do your due diligence. Okay, start by asking yourself some questions. How do I get business credit? Is business credit based on personal credit? How do I build up my business without credit? Okay, and how do I do it without using my personal credit? So questions like this will guide you as you learn more about building business credit. And if you have questions, please drop them below. We'll certainly get back to you. We have all the answers for you. Okay, and you want to find out about small business loans through the SBA website, for example, the Small Business Administration. So the SBA offers 7A loans that can go a long way in helping small businesses build business credit faster. Okay, think of building business credit as building relationships with other companies and institutions. I just said it. Okay, your net 30 vendors are partners. They are stakeholders. Okay, stakeholders means what? They have a stake in your business's future, in your business's success. Think about them that way. Check your business credit reports regularly, and you want to monitor public records about your business. Very important, because the last thing you want is to have some kind of derogatory information out there about your business where you know that it is false. So very, very important. Okay, so yeah. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I was just talking to you today about how to quickly get started with business credit. So I gave you the steps. Register your business, get an EIN and a DUNS number, open business bank accounts, apply for business financing, practice financial responsibility, and I give you a few pro tips to sort of like help you out in the long run. So I hope that we added value to your life today and to your business today. I will see you next time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.